Welcome everyone. This is day 2 of Q&A session about parenting. I'm Veena BK. I'm a parenting coach, life coach and a healer. So thank you all for sending in your questions. So let me share screen. Let me share your questions on the screen and let me answer them one by one. Just hold on. Yes. So you all parents from the parenting group have asked you questions. Let me answer that for you now. Welcome everyone. So yesterday I had answered a few questions. I had taken up a few questions. Today the remaining I'll be telling you some tips, some solutions, whatever as per your question. So the question for today, I'm taking this age 4.5. What to do when a kid overrules parents? Like when I say something, he says, not like this, mommy, it's like that. And when I teach something, at times he says, it's not right, it's this way, mom. I then lose my temper and shout. What should I do at that situation? So this child is 4.5 years old. It is the age to question, to explore and be curious. So in answer to this question, I would like to tell you first and foremost, the mother who is asking this question, allow him to be deciding, like choose his actions. Sorry, I got distracted. I saw some chat here. I got distracted. So the question is, yeah, when the kid overrules the parents, what should I do? That is the question. And for anything and everything, the mom says the kid is not listening and wants to have his say. So I am seeing here that the kid wants to explore and take his own decision. And the kid thinks, why not my way of doing? He's trying to explore and tell the mom, let us try my way. So he's trying to be individualistic and, put across his views. And mom has to be patient first and foremost. Yeah, she says, I lose temper and shout. Sometimes you are so irritated, you are doing something in a particular way, then the child does something different, something totally opposite. Or maybe his clothes get dirty. It's not the way you expect him to do. So in any interpersonal relationship, it is very important to understand each other. So here also I would advise, please have some patience. So even before you do the job, I would suggest for this 4.5 years old, you think abhi to chota bacha hai, is so small, but the kid's mind is developed, it's evolved and he's thinking his way of doing things. That's a good sign. So please, I want to reassure you, the mom who has asked this question, that's a good sign that the child is thinking differently than you. He is just not blindly following whatever you say. It actually tells me that he has great creative powers and also to think for himself. So be okay with that. And even before you start the task, in a day at least 3-4 times, for any particular job to be done, you can give the kid the option or take his opinion. Will you do this or will you do that? And how can we do it? How can we do it? That should be the question. So discuss even before actually doing the things. So maybe you know the general routine of the kid. So next day, for the next day's activities, today you can ask the child and you both can agree, okay, we'll do it in a certain way. So that gives him importance. He is seeking importance. So give him that importance and then you can do it in a collaborative way. You can just do the task. And every now and then you appreciate, yeah, his independent thinking actually you have to appreciate. So you tell him, oh, you know different ways of doing things. It's good. So he is seeking some attention. So he is trying to impose his views. So if you start giving him that attention, this behavior will go down. He will not become nasty or rude and he will start understanding your point of view. This is my advice for this question. So coming to the next question. What to do when he can't accept his failures? 4.5 years old kid, same mom is asking. When he can't win a game, he tries and then asks me to uninstall the game. He likes only appreciation and not depreciation. Yeah, I think this kid may be pampered by everyone in the family and he cannot take a no now. So this 4.5 years, a pattern has set that all his words are important and everyone listens to him. And also failures he does not accept. So what we can do till 8 years, storytelling works. So I would suggest make up some imaginary story. There are two boys and this boy wins and the other one is happy for him. He is happy that his friend has won, and this boy knows next time I'll be winning. So make up some story like that, or how someone accepted failure and created victory out of the failure. Some stories, imaginary stories, or you can take from the internet or from our mythological stories, you can take, and how somebody made a failure as a success. For example, right now I can remember Ekalavya's story. Ekalavya, he thought he was a failure because Arjuna was doing everything, but he didn't lose his confidence. What he did was he learned the Vidya and he excelled in it. So that you can teach the child, it doesn't matter though you are not good enough, you can become good enough by way of stories. So directly, if you tell the child is not accepting or the child becomes resistant to that thought that mom or dad is pointing out to me. So especially he loves only appreciation and not depreciation. So use stories every day. Night time, children love to hear stories. So weekly thrice or four times, not all the time telling different kind of stories. At least weekly three times include such stories where a child has failed and it's not the end of the world. That message has to go to the child. It may be about a child or even about an adult. So that message has to go across that failure is okay. And you all can play family games, and even when someone loses, it may be you or the dad, you lose the game, then you say, I've lost, so what? Next game I'll win. So that way, when you express your attitude in words, your stand when you failed in the game, the child will also copy that. Children are always observing anyway. So you can tell the child, express your express your attitude at that time, that failure is not the end of it. I am okay with failure. So you can tell the child again and again and give him this message. It has to happen over a period. It will not happen overnight. Over a period, start giving such messages. It will happen. So coming to the third question. Welcome everyone. By the way, thank you for joining. And you can just include your questions in the form here. I'll give you the form. Just hold on. I'll put it in the chat box so that you can include your questions. So this is a live session. I'm taking questions from the parents and answering to you live. I don't prepare as such for this question. So whatever already I know your problems. Already I've been giving solutions to parents. So just from my memory, from my experience, I'm sharing with you. So coming to the next question, same mom has asked what to do when he keeps on doing things again and again and again and getting scolding from all at home. Tried being friendly, being calm, nothing working out. I really think this 4.5-year-old, three questions you have asked, I'm seeing everything. You say he's getting scolding and he has this entitlement attitude that I should win all the time and parents should listen to me. So somewhere his self-worth is being affected. So that has to be boosted. And that's why he expects appreciation. So please, you all family members from all at home, I don't know how many elders are there, please discuss among yourself, have a simple attitude that only one or two persons, maximum mother, father. So generally the child spends more time with the mother. So mother can control and set rules or set a routine. It has to happen gradually. And other family members need not scold him. Somehow you make an arrangement, may have an understanding with it, maybe grandparents or uncles, whoever are staying together. So only one authority will be there. Otherwise, the child gets confused. He thinks no one loves me. He thinks no one loves me. Once it so happened, one mother told me, we put the parents quarreled in front of the child at one instance, and the child got so hurt. The child did not talk one whole day. Child was upset. The child thinks no one loves me. It is about something else, but child starts thinking no one loves me. So this may be happening because all are scolding and he repeats the things. He's getting negative attention, right? So he repeats the wrong behavior. Again, someone scolds. Again, he repeats negative behavior. This pattern has to be different now. The pattern has to be different. Only one person will keep check on him. That way you will not scold him. You will tell him what is wrong. Instead of telling the child, don't do that. Don't spill water. Normally we say that, no, don't spill water or don't throw your toys. We should tell them what to do. Keep your toys at one place or handle the bottle carefully. We should tell them what to do. So give them options what to do. Give them positive reinforcement instead of negative behavior correction. This is my sincere advice. Coming to the next question. Where are you all from? What is the age of your kids? Can I know? Anuradha, thank you for joining. Bharti, Chitra, Crislin, Jubi, Pankaja, most of you I know already. Pratik Yadav is Meenu Yadav, Rashmi, Riddhi, Ruchita, Sushma, Krishna Yogit, Vidya Karane. Okay, lovely. Anyone joining live session for the first time with me? Anyone joining live session first time? Type first time. Yesterday also we had a session. Of course, many other live sessions also I have done. Coming to the next question. Hope you are able to see the screen, right? Yeah. My daughter is 6 years old and she has younger sister which is 3 years. My 6-year-old is very moody and she has a feeling of insecurity. She loves me, but she does not listen to anybody, neither respects anybody. So that's the matter of concern, makes me very angry. I don't know how to handle this thing. I think yesterday I spoke about this, like I gave some solutions, like giving exclusive time. So this is repeated. You can watch yesterday's recording. I'll share after some time. Question has been answered yesterday. How to make habit of positive thinking? Yes, I have told about affirmations. How you should form simple affirmations. Yeah. Coming to how to change eating behavior of my child. He is very selective in eating. Okay. So just take care of the nutrition. It's a very huge topic. Kids have their own preferences. So we frequently discuss this in our moms club also. Some children are fuzzy eaters. So what you can do is give them their choice, maybe 2 3 meals, 2 meals of the day, two main meals. One meal you can insist and you can gradually with lot of patience feed them. So make a deal with them, whatever your favorite items I'll make. Some one other time, one meal time in 3 meals a day, you can include your choice or healthy foods. Otherwise, one more trick is there. Give them whatever they want the whole day. The in-between snacks will be healthy. Or if they are liking some junk food, for example, it may be potato chips or finger chips, French fries. So those things, you can include that along with the healthy food. Give them the normal dinner, give them the junk food, what they want in small quantities. So they'll also be happy. You know, you try for win-win situation. This I always tell moms, try for win-win situation so that they cooperate with you. So you can do that. I'll give you what you want, provided you have all the meals, all the meals on time and eat certain quantities of the right foods and you explain to them. In fact, I tell children above 7 years, 8 years, you can involve them in a project. Make a project about green vegetables, make a chart and make them draw the vegetables, let them color different colors vegetables, make it colorful, make the food colorful. When they do this project, they'll get attracted to the colors. So you can include different colored vegetables in the food. As well as when they make this project, you can help them, you can sit with them. It's not a school project, no one has told, but you and your children can make a project of vegetables, nutrition, what are the kind of vitamins, how do they help your body. And you can tell you'll have healthy teeth, you'll be a strong boy, and your hair will be nice, your skin will glow, your eyesight will be good, then you'll be very brainy if you eat this food. When you connect it to the advantages of the food, even 7-year-old, 8-year-old will understand. Not to even 5-year-old, if you tell them, like I told in the other case, if you tell stories to the children, they'll be very much attracted. Tell them in the form of story. One boy was there, he was not eating anything. Another girl was there, she was eating all these kinds of food. So the difference between them was noticeable. You can tell it in the form of a story. This girl was very strong, the boy was not so strong because he did not eat the right kind of foods. So every now and then, especially the children now, when they before they sleep, at night before they sleep, whatever you say, it will go directly to the subconscious. So at that time, tell such stories which have some education, some message, so that they get that message and they'll go to sleep. Then gradually you'll start noticing changes. So like I said, make a project about vegetables, about nuts, about maybe fish, advantages of eating those foods, and in what quantities, what is a balanced diet. All this you can explain to them so children will understand the advantages and also the disadvantages of not eating well. And also what you can do, very small children will love to help you in the kitchen. Sometimes small children, they come, they try to make their own roti. So what roti you have made, you can eat that roti. Or you can make dosa in the form of a teddy bear. You can make different shapes of dosa atta. Make it like play and game. So what they make, they will love to eat. Or add some beetroot to the paratha. It will become red, or spinach will make it green. So they'll love the colorful food. Also ask the children to garnish the food or make a cold salad, cold sandwich, whatever they cook, they love to eat. So involve them in cooking, in garnishing, in calling everyone for dinner. Let them lay the table, let them decorate the table, maybe bring a flower vase to the table. Let us make the dinner, especially dinner, everyone are at home. Make it a family activity. Everyone will look forward to it. The child will feel so excited that it's a family activity. We'll all sit together and have food. So that all these tips may help. One by one, you can try. I'll share the recording. You can watch again. Yesterday's also I am yet to share. I'll share the recording. So that's what I had to tell you about the eating preferences. My child never listen anything. Means he hear everything but is very energetic. And due to his energy, he always do masti and never listen to me. His age is 4 years. Maybe hyperactivity. Some kids are too very physically active. Their mind also will be running in so many places and they want to be physically active all the time. So from what you have written, I guess is very active. So what you can do, he has to be physically exhausted. You have to take him out to the park or cycling around your block. I know it's so difficult nowadays to keep kids inside home, right? The situation is not so good to take them out, but whatever possible, you can involve them in physical activities around the house, inside the house also, indoors also. They can do some skipping, or if you have one small place, you can install that basketball basket and they can throw the ball, they can jump around in the house. Give them some time or some activities, which, or yoga is also very good. Recently we were discussing in our, we have a Zen Moms club of about 180 moms. So we were discussing about yoga for kids. It will actually calm their mind and also give work to the body. So it is very good for them to focus and concentrate and bring down their, bring down their energy to the correct level. The correction can be done through yoga, and online dance classes are there. Please involve your child in such classes. 4 years you said, na age, it's still fine. 4 years age is also fine. If you have an older kid, two kids can go together, or you yourself can play some YouTube dance videos. For every age group we have videos. Just make use of the technology. So that his age is 4 years. Yeah, make use of the technology, play some song, you can dance with him, be a child with him. So physically exhaust him. Never listen anything, tell him at night. Just now I have given a tip that at night, whatever you say, is anyway exhausted, is about to go to sleep. At that time, tell him some story. Tomorrow, what all he has to do, make a routine for him. Morning we'll do this, afternoon we'll do this, evening you can do this, night we'll do this. All this will help. Also, Om chanting, 4 years will do Om chanting 3 times, just 3 times. That Om chanting just before bed, it's very, very helpful. Please try it for a few days. You will notice the difference. Actually, whatever solutions I'm telling, it's seeming very straightforward. Okay, she's telling something, we'll implement this, then kids will be okay. It's not like that. See, some issues are like how much ever older the child is, that issue or that challenge is there from the childhood birth and the family circumstances. It depends on so many things. So immediate solution I'm giving you, you try that. With that, some change will come. So please consult me or some other person whom you believe in, whom you have that confidence, any parenting expert, so that they can guide you better. So some people even think, why do we need a coach or an expert for parenting? As if our parents have not brought us up properly. Everything is happening fine without any coach. But this pandemic, who knew? So much stress, so many struggles. Children are confused, elders are confused. Lot of confusion is there, and this gadget, this new age parenting, parents are under stress. Our parents, at least one parent generally was at home, and even their commute time was less. Their office stress was less, even though both were working. Now whole world has become so chaotic. So we are living this life. So we need support, and we have to give our child the support. That's why some parenting guidance, it helps. So it helps. So why not seek help? Why do you try to struggle and manage everything by yourself? So please seek help. That's what I really advise to you. So next question, coming to next question. My son is 3 years old. He's extremely stubborn and cries for hours if we do not do what he says and how he says it to be done. He is very clingy, does not want me out of sight. Even if he goes to play with other kids, keeps coming back to check my whereabouts. I can directly link this to pandemic problem, because by now, by 2.5 years, normally, we send the kids out and they start playing with other kids. Now we are safeguarding them a lot. Whenever something opens up, we send them, and otherwise we keep them inside the house. The people interaction is very less. Earlier, kids of this age used to run to neighbor's house, talk with them. Anybody, even in the supermarket, used to say hi, hello to uncle, uncle or auntie. Kids were like that. Kids are like that, but we are keeping them indoors most of the time. And by now they should have been talking to other children. So they would have naturally, it was a natural progression of leaving the parents and meeting their friends and getting involved in play. So yeah, he goes to play with other kids, but still he is not comfortable. Also, apart from this pandemic problem, some kids are like that. It's their nature. Like we have introverts, extroverts, even among adults, kids also have uh, some issue. One second. But we have a joint family of 11 people and 5 kids, but he stays with me only. Okay. Sushma, I think it's your question. Sorry, I haven't connected it to you. Okay. And in Sushma's case, there are two other siblings. There are so many kids. So for some reason, kid has, attached to you. And what I advise Sushma, kid is too small. 3 years is still too small. Give him some time. One more. Okay, this pandemic problem is not there, and he's talking to other adults and children are there at home. That is the situation. Very good. Good for the kid. I'm actually happy that there are other people who are talking and keeping the kid engaged. That's a very good thing. So somewhere he feels clingy. Like I said, some people by nature, they are like that. So it will take one more year, Sushma. He is too small. One more year, you have to, reassure him. And okay, you be there. It's a good sign that he's playing with other kids, but still expects you to be there. Not that he is not going to play. So gradually, like we wean off them from breastfeeding, this is more connection with the mom. We have to wean him off, or we have to teach him to be independent. That will happen gradually. Anyway, you are in my 7 days course and also in Zen Moms Club. I'll be sharing more with you. And for other moms having such problem, crying, yeah, crying uncontrollably. This is again attention seeking. And for some reason, the child has learned this, that he or she has learned. Even newborn child will cry now when they want something. So he has not come to talking. The way of communication for the child is crying. Expression is happening with crying, not by talking. That is the problem there. So he doesn't know how to express. So whenever he is sad, I advise the mother to just tell, okay, you are sad. Okay, you are crying for this reason. Okay, okay, I'm hearing you. Okay, after you stop crying, we'll talk to you. Continue, tell it 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, as long as the child is crying. If he allows, hug him. If he pushes you, don't hug him. Okay. Just listen to him. I mean, talk to him. He'll be crying. So what you need to say is, okay, I understand you're crying. You're sad for some reason. You're upset for some reason. Give it a name. Give it a name in your whatever language you speak at home, Hindi or whatever local language. You tell him, आप गुस्सा कर रहे हो, आपको बुरा लग रहा है. Put it into words. That will make the child comfortable, because child doesn't know a word for it. So he is not able to express, so he's crying. Okay, so give some name for that emotion and tell him you will be okay after some time. It's okay. I'll talk to you. I'll listen to you. First, stop crying, then you can talk to me. Stop crying, then talk to me. I know you are unhappy. You are sad. Stop crying. Talk to me. Okay, I'll listen to you. Stop crying. Talk to me. Then when he stops crying, reason out. Then he says, "Abhi mujhe kuch chahiye." For example, he says, "Get me something right now. It is 10 p.m. at night." Then you are not able to get. And tell him, "See, now I can't get. Only you have to wait till the morning, or this is not possible now for this reason." Keep on, telling him. He'll repeat his perspective, and you have to answer from your perspective. Again, he can't start crying. I assume so. Once he has done a bout of crying, he'll not repeat it. I just assume so. So just keep on, bringing him back from the crying state to the talking state. That you can do. You should start trying from tomorrow itself, and gradually he'll get the message. He talks, to rona band karo na, baat karo. No crying and talking, not talking in between crying. Not talking in between the crying. He has to stop talking, be pleasant, come back to calm mood, then talk. And again goes back to crying. Again, you repeat the cycle. Okay, stop it, stop it, stop it. Let's talk, let's talk. It's okay. You are again feeling sad. If it's the same thing that he never accepts failure, never accepts a no, that has inbuilt already in his personality for some reason. So gradually you have to reverse it. Gradually you have to reverse it. It's possible, not to worry. Just understand his feelings and empathize with him. Okay, I understand. From your point of view, you're hurt. I accept it. Just saying that will also reduce his resistance and he will be able to listen to you gradually. Okay, not to worry. Okay, one more question I'll take. My 6-year-old does not, one second. Okay, my 6-year-old does not want to share anything with anybody, but she expects others to share everything with her. Okay. I'm remembering one story. Incidentally, we have a book of 20 moms, 20 stories. There's a book of all of us moms. We have written a book. It's called Parent Tales. The very first story, I think one story I have written, next story, chapter number 2, my friend has shared about sharing. My friend has written a story about sharing, and she was insisting that my kid should share everything. So this is a different topic, of course, not directly related to expecting others, but I remember that story when I read this sharing. So she expected her kids to share, other kids were just taking and they were not sharing. So in turn, they were not sharing, only she was insisting my kid should share everything. Then she met a child doctor, a children's specialist, I think so. Then he told her, why do you insist? Do adults think so? For example, I go to the supermarket and I buy something for me. Then if someone expects me to share, if some relative of mine shares, tells me, why don't you share? Why will I share? It is my thing. Only if I want to, I'll share, not because someone told. So children also have a choice not to share. So does not want to share anything, be okay with it. Okay, it's okay. But she expects others to share everything. Again, for 6-year-old, storytelling. Storytelling and show by example. See, I'm eating something, I'm sharing with you. And you should share with others. Okay, if you had a brother or sister, you will share. I don't know whether she is a single child. So that by examples, by stories, you tell her. And if somebody else don't give you, you feel bad. At the same time, you don't want to share. It's actually showing a mirror to her. You don't want to share. For example, this is your book. You don't want to share your book. She has a sister. Huh? If she has a sister, then yeah, exactly that example. If she doesn't give you something, you will feel bad. So you are not ready to give, then how can you expect? So directly, instead of directly, I think you should tell it with a story. Start with a story and tell her repeatedly. And whenever she exactly has this problem, so tell her either you both don't share with each other, or if you want her to share, you should also share. And very nice words, very nice loving words. Be very loving. When you're telling your children, be very loving and tell them, see, if you both want to share, have an agreement between yourself. Okay, I'll give this toy, you give that. Or you both decide we'll not share. I'll keep my toys separate and you keep your toys separate. Fine. If it's most of the times problem with the sister, maybe is it a kid sister, smaller sister? So maybe she has a, some sort of a sibling insecurity, maybe. So that thing has to be sorted out. So she's thinking, I am entitled, I am the elder one, or I am the younger one, being pampered. Younger one are normally pampered. So they think, I should get everything. They think I'm entitled. So this feeling may be there, Riti. So yeah. So it can be gradually changed through stories. That is the only solution. And keep on telling her most lovingly with lot of patience. Just explain this. There are some rules in the house or between two people. This is how they learn for the adult life. So tell them, if you want to share, then you should expect. If you should also share, if you expect the others to share. If you want to keep it for yourself, fine. Then you cannot expect others. So this works only in two ways. There's no option that you keep your things to yourself and also ask others to share. How will this work? It's not right. So that way you can explain to her. Maybe when she's irritated, when she's angry, she'll not listen to you. Later, when she's alone and other kid is not there, you can advisor. Also give exclusive time to both the kids. Exclusive time 5 minutes, 10 minutes to both the kids will help them. It will make them a kind of reassurance will come. They'll feel secure and then all these tantrums will go away gradually. It will go away. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow. Remaining questions, I have posted the link also in the groups. Please share your questions. Tomorrow we'll meet. And sorry, I did not share yesterday's recordings. Today I was supposed to share. Whole day I had gone out. So just now I'm free. So totally today's and yesterday's recording, I'll share with you the parents who are watching and parents who could not join for some reason. So you all can watch. Thank you so much for joining live today. So whatever simple solutions, and I want to tell you a disclaimer that there are no simple, just straightforward solution. These are the beginnings. Start with this and see how it goes. Then you'll get some other doubt. So keep in touch with me. You are in the parenting tips group. Join my 7 days program. It's a paid program. I invite you to join. It is starting from 23rd Monday. I think so. It's Monday. 23rd August it's starting. So just ping me, I'll give you the details. And also we have a very lovely club of moms. We are all together because, even after 7 days, they get some doubts because children, they have some other issue. Children are under confusion. So something else comes up. It's like a constant support. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. So we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Please do join. Please put in your questions in the form. I'll take all the questions and answer you. Thank you so much. Good night, all. Good night. Thank you. See you.